On 4th February 2026, 2 lakh crore rupees got wiped out within minutes from Indian IT stocks. TCS down by 7%, Infosys down by 7.3%, and Wipro down by 4%. The NIFTY IT index had its worst single day since March 2020 since COVID. But this wasn't a recession. This wasn't a war. This wasn't even a policy change. This was just one AI tool. And can you guess the name of this AI tool? Yes guys, it's Claude by Anthropic. So let me break this down for you, what actually happened, why Indian IT is in trouble, and most importantly, what this means for your career. Okay, now let us begin with the facts. On January 30th, Anthropic, the company behind the Claude AI, released something called as Claude Cowork plugins. Now you must be thinking, what is Claude Cowork? Let me explain this for you. Think of it like this. Until now, AI chatbots like ChatGPT and Claude were basically answering machines. You ask a question and they answer. But Claude Cowork is different. It is what they call an agentic AI. This means it doesn't just answer, it does the work for you. You can tell it, review these 50 contracts and flag the ones that are expiring next month. And it will actually go through the files, read them, organize them, and give you the report. No coding needed, no technical skills required. And the plugins, Anthropic released 11 of them designed for legal work, sales, marketing, finance, and data analysis. Now here is what spooked the markets. These aren't just helpful tools, these are the replacements for actual work that the humans do and work that companies pay for. And one that caused the maximum panic is the legal plugin. Thomson Reuters crashed 18% in one day, the biggest fall ever. LegalZoom dropped by 20% and RELX, which owns LexisNexis, saw its worst day since 1988. $285 billion got wiped out globally in single trading session. Bloomberg called this the SaaSpocalypse, the apocalypse of software as a service companies. Now let us talk about India. Indian IT companies have a very specific business model, and that model is now under direct threat. How do TCS, Infosys, Wipro, HCL make money? Simple, headcount billing. American and European companies outsource their work to India, and the Indian IT companies charge based on how many people they put on the project and how many hours those people work for. More people is equal to more revenue. That is why these companies employ lakhs of people. TCS alone has over 6 lakh employees. Now think about what Claude Cowork does. If one person using Claude can do the work of 5 people, why would the American client pay for 5 people? If an AI can review 500 contracts in the time it takes a team of 50 to review, why hire the team? The math doesn't work anymore. An analyst from Systematics Group put it perfectly. As Indian enterprise integrate Claude for critical coding workflows, the dependencies on the large vendor teams may decline, basically squeezing the billable hours and margins. This is the existential question that hit the market. If AI can do the work, why do we need Indian IT's manpower? And honestly, it's a fair question. Now here's where it gets really concerning. Dario Amodei, the CEO of Anthropic, the company that made the Claude, he's not sugarcoating this. Last year, he told Axios directly that AI could wipe out half of all the entry-level white-collar jobs, and unemployment could spike to 10 to 20% within the next 1 to 5 years. And he said something else that really hit me. We as the producers of this technology have a duty and an obligation to be honest with what is coming. And I don't think this is on people's radar. This isn't some random YouTuber making predictions, guys. This is the guy building the technology telling you to be prepared. And if you look deeper, the pace is insane. 2023, AI could write one line of code. 2024, AI could write functions. 2025, AI could complete entire projects. And 2026, AI can work for 7 hours straight without human help. Claude Code, Anthropic's coding tool, reached $1 billion in annual revenue in just 7 months. The company itself went from $61 billion valuation in March 2025 to $183 billion by September to potentially $350 billion now. This is not someday AI will, this is happening right now. Now, let us look at a fair question. Is the market overreacting? Some analysts think yes. JP Morgan's Mark Murphy said, "It feels like an illogical leap to extrapolate Claude Cowork plugins to an expectation that every company will replace every layer of enterprise software." He's basically saying that these productivity tools are not replacement tools. And frankly speaking, there is a truth to that. Remember DeepSeek, the Chinese AI? When that launched, Nvidia lost $600 billion in value in one day. And then it recovered. Markets panic, but then they correct. And we still need to consider that AI outputs need to be human reviewed, especially in legal work. And companies don't change systems overnight. Enterprise security concerns are real and data privacy issues aren't solved yet. But here's the counter argument. The panic isn't about today, it is about tomorrow. Stock markets are forward-looking. They are not pricing the current earnings, they are pricing in what happens in the next 2 to 3 years. And if AI continues at this pace, the fundamentals do change. The question isn't, will AI replace Indian IT? The question is, how fast? Okay, now let us get practical. If you are an IT professional in India, or you are studying to become one, or you have a family in the industry, what do you do? Number one, don't panic, but don't ignore. The companies aren't dying tomorrow. TCS isn't shutting down next week, but the trajectory is clear. Denial is dangerous. Number two, the entry level is most at risk. Amodai specifically said entry level white collar jobs. Why? Because entry level work is often repetitive, template based, trainable and process driven. This is exactly what AI is best at. If you are a fresher or have less than 3 years of experience, you're competing with AI for the same tasks. Number three, move up the value chain. What AI can't do well yet is complex judgment calls, relationship building, creative problem solving, strategic thinking, and understanding context and nuances. If your job is follow the process, you're vulnerable. But if your job is to decide what the process should be, you are safer. Number four, learn to work with AI. Anthropic themselves said 60% of the Claude users augment their work and 40% use it to automate completely. Be the 60%. The people who will thrive aren't the ones who ignore AI or the ones who get replaced by it. They are the ones who multiply their output using AI. One consultant using AI doing the work of 3 consultants, that person is more valuable. Number 5, diversify your skills. The Indian IT model was built on one thing, labor arbitrage. We do the same work cheaper. But if AI does it for nearly free, that arbitrage is gone. Learn business, learn communication, and learn things AI can't do. On a macro level, India has some serious thinking to do. The IT sector earns $283 billion. It employs millions, and it's a huge part of why we have a middle class. If that gets disrupted fast, the ripple effects are massive. Some steps which we could take is, number 1, massive reskilling programs. Not certificate, but real capability building. Number 2, focus on AI development. Not just the usage, but creation. Number 3, new industries. We can't put all eggs in the IT services basket. Number 4, start the conversation now, not when layoffs are already happening. This week, Zoho's founder Sridhar Vembu said that AI is bursting a bubble in tech services that was built on excessive marketing and lack of real innovation. Maybe this is a wake-up call that the industry needed. Look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I use AI every day and I know a lot of founders who are building in the AI space. The technology is incredible and the possibilities are exciting. But we also have to be real about what is coming. Dario Amodei, the guy building this, said, you can't just step in front of the train and stop it. The only move that is going to work is steering the train, steer it 10 degrees in a different direction from where it was going. He's right. The train is moving. The question is, are you on it, under it, or driving it? If this was helpful, do me a favor, like the video and subscribe to my channel. I break down AI tech and what it means for your career and economy. And drop a comment, what do you think? Is the Indian IT in real trouble or is this panic overblown? Till then, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.